Okay, so today I am going to be comparing the two minions, which I think is personally the best AFK minions, which is the Tarantula Minions and the Slime Minion. Now, the Slime Minion obviously got nerfed because of the Bow Pit, and it wasn't making as much money, but it's still being used because it's a cheap minion to make, and it still makes a good amount of money, so people still use it. But apparently, a lot of people have switched to tarantulas, which I don't really see a problem with. They can use whatever they want. But I actually forgot to press record when I already tested the tarantulas, and this is how much I made from it in, well, pretty much one go. Why do I have enchanted cactus green on me? Um, let's go to combat right here. So this is how much I would make from a tarantula in 30 seconds because I only did 30 seconds, not a minute. So 266 plus 153. That is 419. We're going to just round it to 420. So 420 coins for the tarantula. It doesn't sound like a lot. It really doesn't. But you have to consider that there's 20. Well, for me, there's 25, and they all run at the exact same time. So obviously, they would be making a good amount of money. All right, so let's put down slimes for now. 2 minion expanders, and enchanted lava bucket is my setup. We're just gonna look for how much you can make from them. We're not going to look at like any of the other details. Now the problem with slimes is, well, perfect example, never mind, but they spawn in different sizes, like all the time. See? And this makes it so it is very inconsistent. So this is going to be a little bit tougher to, I guess, compare because, well, it's not really a good comparison if they're all going to be different. So we have 0 coins. Let's go right here. And we'll just wait for Witherborn to activate. Any day now. Come on. I know I'm standing close enough. Is there, yeah, all 5 slimes are here. Come on. Believe in you. I believe in you, helmet. There we go. 176 coins, but they spawn more. So I'm just gonna kill them manually, because it's pretty much the same thing. There we go. 397. And with the slime, you would have an extra 110. So it's 420 compared to 397 plus 110. That is 507, right? I'm doing this right, I hope. 398 plus, yeah, 508. My bad. So 508 coins compared to 420. It's not that big of a difference, but that's a tier 11. That right there is a tier 11 slime, and this is only a tier 5. Plus, like I said before, we kind of got a little lucky because we got bigger slimes, so they were able to separate into smaller slimes, which gave us a little bit more money. But we have to consider the inconsistency also. So if we consider that, I would pretty much say that slimes are either even or just slightly better. Just a little bit. And this is mainly because this is only tier 5. If this was tier 7, if this is already this close when Tarantulas is only tier 5, then as a tier 7, when this becomes faster, then this will definitely be a lot better. And it just gets better when it goes to tier 9, tier 11. Plus, if you go to the shop, slime drops don't actually sell for too much. You can see only if you do an insta sell, 780 coins right now. That's not a lot. And if you do it, I don't have money. Let me sacrifice some flint. Trades. Okay, that's fine. So if you were to sell this for NPC value, you would be getting 800 coins. So we'll just keep it at that, 800 coins per enchanted slime ball. And for tarantulas, you get 3 drops. You get string, spider eye, and iron ingots. For enchanted string, right now, if you insta sell it, it's 1,100 coins. For spider eyes, it's 1,040, and for iron, enchanted iron, it is 1,280. Of course, you'll be making most of your money off a string because spider drops are insane. So with that, I would personally say that if you have tier 5s, then go ahead and use tarantulas. If you want to pretty much have the inconsistency, but also have a good chance of making more, then by all means, go slime. They all have their strengths, weaknesses. The strength for this one is that it can gamble to higher values, but of course, its a weakness is also you can get lowballed because of the smaller slimes. This one is just, the only weakness is it's expensive. That's really it. But tier 11 tarantulas, or even tier 7, I am really confident that it will beat out the tier 11 slime minion because 508 coins from what we saw from there. If you multiply that by, I guess, how many minions I have or how many I use, so 25, that is 12k. Well, not counting, yeah, this isn't counting the 35 coins. So with 35 coins, obviously it would be a lot more. So let's just say you get 400 coins. You multiply that by 35, 25, my bad. And you would get 10,000 coins. So you would be making around, I would say, 20,000 coins. Maybe 30,000. Because enchanted slimes obviously sell for a lot more. Let me do some quick calculations really fast. Okay. So if all minions have 2 minion expanders, which is what we used, tier 5 beacon buff, which we only have tier 4, and foul flesh, a tier 5 tarantula minion would make around 30,000 coins per hour for each minion, and a tier 11 slime would make 34,000 coins, which is a pretty big difference. But that's with foul flesh, 2 minion expanders, tier 5 beacon, and all that fancy stuff. But if you upgrade the tarantulas to tier 7, you would apparently be making 36,000 coins each hour per minion, which is 2,000 coins higher than the slimes. And then apparently for tier 9, you would be making 47,000, close to 48. And tier 11, I haven't gotten the calculation for that yet. And I got this from someone who does really good research. I'm actually surprised of how specific this is. Oh, this is also with the Hound Pet. Yeah, this is also with the Hound Pet, right? I'm reading this correctly. I hope so. But I'm just gonna say it's with the Hound Pet. But we don't have a Hound Pet, so if you have a Hound Pet, then these are your numbers. Hopefully they're accurate enough. Of course, this, if you sell in the bazaar, for sure not accurate because, well, it's the bazaar. Prices changes all the time. But for now, if you're on a budget, if you are actually on a budget, then go ahead and use tier 11 slime because they're not too expensive to make. Tarantulas are really expensive to make, but they are going to be worth it if you actually stick with them. And once you have enough to afford tarantulas, if you want to, you can go ahead and swap to tarantulas because this is an insane farm. Because 36,000 right now. Let me go in here. 36,700. Now we have 41. We got 5,000 coins from just sitting there. And that is actually really good. Because 5,000 coins, if you just keep stacking that up for hours on hours, it's just gonna end up being a couple million, maybe like up to 20, 30 million. And then eventually your item sack will fill up, giving you a lot more items to sell. And that's just a lot of money. So personally, I'm gonna stick with tarantulas. I believe that they are the best, in my opinion. So I'm gonna be sticking with them for now. But if you think that tarantulas are like slightly worse than slimes, then by all means go slime. It's really just personal preference. And of course, if you can afford it, plays a factor in this too. So again, if you're on a budget, go slimes. And if you have money to spare, go ahead and use tarantulas. So hopefully this helped. I'm pretty sure there are better guides out there. To be honest, this is my first time really trying to compare two minions. So hopefully I was able to help out even just a little bit.